14 in Lagos, FCT Abuja, Ogun, and other parts of the country. We also bring updates on the impact of the coronavirus pandemic on the global, African, and Nigerian economy. Here are the following updates we have at the moment. At the global level, the confirmed cases are 3,045,821. Deaths recorded so far are 210,379, while recoveries are 916,367. In Africa, confirmed cases are 32,138, deaths recorded are 1,438, and recoveries are 9,735. In Nigeria, the confirmed cases at the moment are 1,273, with 40 deaths and 239 recoveries. We bring you latest updates across the world. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan of Turkey has sent medical gear, including protective suits and masks, to the United States of America. This will be sent from tomorrow. Speaking after a cabinet meeting, President Erdogan said a 3-day lockdown will be imposed in 31 cities as of Friday, May 1st, and that weekend lockdowns will continue until after Eid al-Fitr in late May. In the United States of America, the stock markets opened in the green as investors focused on states reopening parts of their economies despite more dire warnings that the U.S. economy is likely to face its hardest knock since the Great Depression. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was up nearly 80 points, or 0.33% in early morning trading on Wall Street. The S&P 500, a proxy for the health of the U.S. retirement and college savings accounts, was up 0.6%, while the Nasdaq Composite Index was up 0.78%. In the UK Finance Minister, Mr. Rishi Sunak, said the government will provide 100% guarantees on loans to the UK's smallest businesses in the latest move to shield the economy and workers from the shutdown. Mr. Sunak, who has faced criticisms for slow progress in getting government-backed credit to companies and had previously opposed 100% state guarantees, said the government will pay the interest on loans of up to £50,000, about $62,000, on behalf of firms for the first 12 months. Coronavirus-related deaths in France has risen by 437 to currently 23,293, the Health Ministry said in a statement. The 1.9% increase is the highest in 4 days, but well below the more than 4% rate seen 10 days ago. The number of patients in hospital with coronavirus dropped to 28,055 from 28,217 on Sunday, and the number of people in intensive care fell to 4,608 to 4,682 on Sunday. Both have been on a downward trend for more than 10 days now. In Portugal, the European country may soon ease its coronavirus lockdown, but widespread use of protective equipment will be essential as the country does not rule out taking a step back if the situation worsens again. Prime Minister Antonio Costa said today, during a visit to one of the hundreds of textile firms reorienting to produce protective gear, he praised the industry for supporting the relaxation of restrictions and said face masks would likely be obligatory in certain locations such as schools and public transport. We are likely to go down a level, but normality will only come when we have a vaccine in a year or a year and a half, Costa said, while visiting the textile manufacturer Petratex, which is producing more than 100,000 masks a week for Portugal. Governor Nasir Rufai of Kaduna State has extended the lockdown order in the state by another 30 days. The governor's decision followed a recommendation by the State Standing Committee on COVID-19, which is chaired by the Deputy Governor, Dr. Hadiza Balarabe. The extension took effect yesterday. This was contained in a statement signed by Mr. Muyiwa Adekeye, Special Advisor to the Governor, Media and Communications. The statement read, Malam Nasir Rufai has endorsed this evaluation and has accordingly reviewed the quarantine order to strengthen the provisions against unauthorized movements. The 2-day window during which the restriction of movement is relaxed on Tuesday and Wednesdays has been reduced to only 1 day. Henceforth, only Wednesdays will be lockdown-free until the trajectory of COVID-19 infections becomes clearer. Today, President Muhammadu Buhari addressed the country just a few minutes ago, and in his speech, key issues were highlighted as the lockdown phase 2 expires by 11:59 this night. First is that selected businesses and offices can open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. as some issues of restrictions will be eased from this weekend. Overnight curfew will be enforced from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. Restriction of movements will be limited to only essential services across the country. Also, there will be a ban on non-essential interstate passengers travel until further notice across the country. Also highlighted in the speech, the partial and controlled interstate movement of goods and services throughout the country. President Muhammadu Buhari also announced the mandatory use of face masks in all public engagements and gatherings across the country, in addition to social distancing guidelines followed, and also the use of personal hygiene measures. In addition to his speech, the president also announced that the initial lockdown and restrictions placed on Lagos, Abuja, and Ogun State will be eased with effect from 9 a.m. on May 2nd, 2020. Also, to this effect, the lockdown announced by the Kano State government will be fully enforced by the federal government with all the required support provided to the state. Kano State has been in the news over the increasing cases and concerns of coronavirus infections. President Muhammadu Buhari also said that the COVID-19 Presidential Task Force will continue to engage and provide full guidelines and briefings on the developments and results of his broadcast today. We expect that this would be ways of ensuring effective mitigation of the risk of COVID-19 pandemic. And that will be all for our lockdown phase 2, day 14 COVID-19 update coverage for the coronavirus discourse. You can visit our website www.proshareng.com to get more updates from our news stories and videos. ProShare, Nigeria's leading information hub, has packaged for you a platform that gives you credible and reliable market data and analysis on the impact of COVID-19 on the global and Nigerian economy. All you need to do is to log on to proshareng.com/COVID-19 to get all those updates. You can also follow our social media platforms showing on the screen for further updates on our market reports. Till we come your way again, thank you for watching, have a nice day, and stay safe.